episode of the Squirrel's Den Coaches Show. I'm Brent Nelson alongside Travis Lamar and head coach Tommy Butler. We're coming to you from the Rojo, Coach Mark Rowe's classroom. Unfortunately, he could not be here tonight, so you're stuck with us. On this week's episode, we will talk about the Kindred game from last Friday, look ahead to Hillsboro-Central Valley coming up in a few days, and we'll get to know the senior girls of the cross country team at Central Cass. All right, Coach Butler, Kindred game last week, 25-15.
Yep.
Why don't you recap what happened in that game?
Yeah, so it was a tough game. They did what we thought. They were very disciplined in what they did. They made a couple mistakes. We capitalized on a couple of them, but we just made too many. Started off the game with a hot snap, went through our quarterback's hands. We even tried to pick it up, fumbled it again. They ended up getting the ball inside our 10-yard line. They scored 2 plays later. They ended up starting the ball on every drive. Their average starting field position was, I think, the 34-yard line. So that's not usually a recipe for a W. We struggled kind of just moving the ball all night. Our third downs, we had 3rd and 40 at one time. We just couldn't get out of our own way. Some of the highlights, our defensively, I thought we played fairly well. We allowed them like 140 yards of total offense. Gave up a couple big plays that, one of them they had a deep ball that they threw down the sideline that their kid just made a really good catch, really good throw. But we had a couple forced fumbles that we had there. We recovered all of them. Junior takes a kickoff to the house for a touchdown that kind of got us going there. And it just felt like we were going to get back in that game, and we just never could quite get over that hump. Jake ends up getting a jet sweep going across the field, ends up scoring there, and that's kind of when we really thought we got him, and we, like I said, it just never could get it back. And they end up scoring late with 2 minutes left. They get the ball their 2-yard line, score 2 plays later. So, just a tough game, but a lot of positives came from it in the sense of, we didn't feel like, we just totally were outmatched. I just think there was a lot of stuff that we could have done better to give us a shot.
All right, Coach Butler, you got the number 1 team in the state coming up on Friday.
Yep.
Why don't you let the people know what we're going to do to win that game?
So, as a number 1 team, they have some really, really talented players. They have 2 wide receivers that are, 6'3", 6'4" piece. Great playmakers, just going up and getting the ball. Their tailback is going to NDSU. So, they have a fullback that was, I think he placed and stayed in the 200. So just a fast team. Their linemen, again, aren't as big as what we've seen in the past, but, again, extremely well disciplined. They're going to run the option, so it makes you play assignment football. If you don't do that, they'll torch you. But I think for us, it's, again, stopping the run. Can we stop them from getting to their dive option? And just playing assignment football defensively, and then offensively, it's kind of same old story. Can we get out of our own way? Can we play a game where we don't feel like we beat ourselves? I think we would, as coaches, feel a lot better if we came away from a game, we're like, man, we lost because they were just better than us. And so far, I haven't really felt like that because we've just never played that well offensively. So, I know our guys are ready. We're excited to play that team. I'm excited to coach against them. It should be a really fun atmosphere, so I'm excited to see it.
So on tonight's episode, we get a chance to meet 5 of our cross-country runners on the Central Cass team. We're going to give them a chance to introduce themselves. We asked them a few questions also.
Hi, I'm Kaya Johnson, and we are in the Rojo. So my favorite row quote is "Happy haircut."
So I'm Mikkel Gullison, and welcome to the Rojo. So my favorite row quote is, "I like to think that everyone likes me, except maybe Abby Flighty. She probably doesn't like me."
Hi, I'm Paige, and my favorite row quote is "Hugs, not drugs."
Hi, I'm Abby Flighty, and my favorite row quote is whenever anyone's upset or sad, he asks if you want food. Hi, I'm Isabel Nard, and my favorite row quote is Carpe Diem, seize the carp.
My preseason goal was to get under 27 minutes. I have not reached that goal yet, but I feel like I am at the peak of my season, so I will reach it soon.
So my preseason goals for cross country was to break 23 minutes. I'm almost there, but haven't quite made it, but there's still season left, so I know I can do it.
My preseason goal was to never get last at a meet, and so far I haven't gotten last yet, so that's a good thing.
My preseason goal was to start off better than I did last season, and I did reach that goal.
My preseason goal was to stay in cross country without quitting and to not get last. And I haven't gotten last, and I haven't quit. So.
I run cross country because I want to become a stronger runner, along with I enjoy the competitiveness of the sport.
So I joined cross country as a sophomore to prove that I was mentally tough and physically tough enough to do a sport that is thought of as hard by others. And also, I like to eat a lot, so then it helps me stay healthy.
I run cross country so I don't sit at home and get fat.
I run cross country because I actually enjoy running, which I know people think is weird, but I do, and I also feel good about myself when I get done running.
I decided to run cross country because I made the choice not to do volleyball this year, and I wanted to stay in shape for basketball, so I wanted to do something that would also challenge my mental toughness, so I thought it would be a good idea to go out for cross country.
The advice I would give a younger athlete is to push themselves and always go for a challenge. I believe that you can do that, and I hope that you believe that you can do that.
Try and get involved in as many activities and sports as you can. Also, even if you think you're bad at a sport or you are bad at a sport, just do it anyway.
Some advice I have for younger athletes is if you want to try something, go for it, because there's only 4 years of high school, so make the most of it.
My advice to a younger athlete would be to always have a positive attitude and give 110% because it'll be over before you know it.
Remember that it's okay to be competitive, but it's also part of the sport to have fun and make memories with your teammates.
All right, girls. So this is definitely the fan favorite. And if it's not the fan favorite, it's certainly our favorite. It's the rapid fire section. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
So we're starting with Mikkel. First question. What is something that you are totally obsessed with?
Office supplies. Like paper clips, markers, highlighters, sticky notes, like the little ones that you put in your notebook. That's, yeah.
What's your number one item? Sticky notes?
Pens.
Pens. Okay.
Unique.
All right, Bill. If you had an intro song, what would it be and why?
Eye of the Tiger.
And why the Eye of the Tiger?
It's the first song that came to my
Oh, all right. Can you sing any of it, or can you give me like a little tune to it?
It's Eye of the Tiger.
I can see Rocky running down the streets right now.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Haugen, what were you really into as a kid?
Horses. Yeah.
Did Dad ever get you one?
No, but my aunt has some, so I go up to their
Oh,
house.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, Kaya. When was the last time you cried at a movie, and which movie was it?
A Star is Born, so like last year. I mean,
I've never seen it. Is it sad?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess, yeah.
All right, Abby. Would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality or a 6 with an amazing personality?
A 6 with an amazing personality.
Is that because you're dating a 5 with an amazing personality, or no comment?
No comment.
Okay, good choice. Sorry, kid.
Okay, back to the top. Mikkel, would you rather have unlimited tacos for life or ice cream?
Probably ice cream. Yeah, I like ice cream.
What kind?
The Halo Top mint, chocolate chip and mint.
That's out of here.
Halo Top is gross. I think you're
What?
gonna be Jerry's. That's what
Vanilla.
we're talking about.
Vanilla.
Give me some Ben and Jerry's.
That's
No.
what he said.
The Halo Top is good.
Half baked.
Because it says like the serving size is like 1/4 a pint.
You
No, you
calorie
get 3
free.
pints and you eat that.
All right, Bill. If you had to change your name, what would you change it to?
I want something like cool. You know what I mean? Because like Isabel's like not cool.
Grace.
No. Collins. Yep.
Okay. Back to Paige. Paige, what was the most embarrassing thing a parent has ever done to you?
Specifically your dad.
Pretty much just your dad.
Well, he has this one shirt, and it's like bright neon yellow, so whenever he wears it, he looks like a highlighter.
I think I would agree with that.
That's an epic one. Kaya,
Yeah.
if you could change lives with one person for one day, who would it be and why?
Mikkel.
Aww.
Because she's always so happy and positive, and sometimes I should give positivity. Yeah.
Feel.
All right, last one, Abby. Who would play you in a movie about your life? And would it be an action, a comedy, or a drama?
It would definitely be a comedy. I don't know who would play me though. Oh my gosh.
Would you star in your own movie?
Yes. No one can play me.
Hey!
No, it's just because, I don't know. Like, no one would understand me as much as me.
All right, well, that's all we got for rapid fire. Was it as bad as you thought? All right, girls, we're going to finish with kind of a season preview here, what you got left in the season. So why don't you tell us what's ahead on the schedule?
Okay, so this upcoming Monday we have Lisbon. It's our last regular season meet. And following that, we have regionals at Cooperstown on October 19th.
Then the following weekend, we have state in Minot. I know it's far, but still try and come. We love the support.
All right, well, we thank you for coming on the Squirrel's Den. I hope you had fun.
No breaking news yet, but with the threat of a potential winter storm warning coming up this weekend or starting late Thursday into Friday, with the Snownamis predicting 3 feet of snow, there's a chance that the football game on Friday night could be moved both in location and the day that it's played. So please make sure you're paying attention to the CentralCast website for information on that game, as that will also, or could potentially also, affect Monday's games as well. So if you have a son or daughter who's in middle school or high school and plays football for us, please make sure you're paying attention to any messages that the coaches are sending out, or taking a look at our website where we'll have information on those upcoming events.
That'll do it for this week's episode of the Squirrel's Den Coaches Show. Special shout out to Mr. Mark Rowe for letting us use the Rojo. Tune in next week as we recap the Hillsboro-Central Valley game and we look ahead to Valley City the next coming week. So, for Travis Lamar, head coach Tommy Butler, I'm Brent Nelson saying thanks for watching. See you next week.